is what I believe that everyone is meant to possess. We all have to possess that, because everything should be measured in time. Everything we do has to be in time. Punctuality is a good virtue we must all possess. Most scientists believe that time is the only accurate measurement that ever existed. So whenever you're doing something, you have an appointment, you have school to do or anything, you should make sure that everything you're doing has to be in time, because time, of course, waits for no man. We all know that.
Okay, I have a lot of experience about that. You know, whenever I get short of time, I get very nervous. You know, you keep procrastinating until you realize that when there's no more time on your side. Okay, let's say for instance, I have an exam by 3 o'clock, and I feel okay, there's still time, I'm relaxed. It's morning, I have from now to how many hours? To 3. And then before you know what's happening, it's 12. Before you know what's happening, it's 1 o'clock. You're not trying to read everything, the whole textbook in just 2 hours. You're so nervous. It gets me very nervous. I can't calm down. I can't even get anything. I'm like, I'm too slow. I don't have time. I try to read the first page. I feel like nothing is entering. And then I just end up messing everything up. I end up not learning anything. I'll just try to calm down. Okay, let me calm down. How my exam's about to start. Okay, what do I do? And then at the end of everything, I just lose it. I'm not able to learn. I just try to, pick the definition of 1 or 2 things.
Very, very important. Time and timing. Time and timing. It's a very important topic that we should not take for granted. For instance, is a word that we know, it's a common word, but it's so hard to explain because so many people see it in different ways. And of course, if you check your time, you will notice that it's either a PM or AM, which means whatever we do is governed by day or night. Okay? And we measure time also by sunrise, sunset, and all that. And we don't just do things without timing, which means everything has its time. Even the Bible said that there is time for everything. There is time for everything under the sun. Okay, so it's important that we begin to evaluate what we do and when we do it. You know, in our lives, timing affects everything. What we do and when we do it depends on the time allocated for those things. If we do things the wrong time, it can affect everything. For instance, now if we look at creation, God had his timing. He had time to achieve the things he needed to achieve. He created the whole earth in 6 days and rested on the 7th day. And he could look at everything he created and said, they are beautiful. And also, we need to know, even choosing what happens and how it happens depends on the time allocated for those things. Okay? So, we must set our priorities right. You know, we must know what to do and when to do it. Also, we must realize that time waits for no man. A saying says that don't watch the clock ticking. Do what it's doing and move. What is the clock doing? It's moving. So you don't just watch it, but you move with it. Don't procrastinate. Move with time, because time waits for no man. But the good thing about time is that even if you happen to miss time, you can still get it back. Whenever you wake up is your morning. But the tragedy is if you're not able to catch up with time. So don't lose time, but then if you happen to lose time, try and catch up with time. Try and do the right things you need to do as fast as you can to be able to meet up with your time, with your timing. Just like an A student and an F student. These different people had the same amount of time. But what was the difference? What went wrong? What made the F student to be an F student? Because he did not use his time well. He did not invest his time into studying. So the end result became failure. So it's about how much you're able to invest your time. So you can either be a success or a failure depending on how you invest your time. So I'll advise everyone listening to me today that we all should use our time well. Value time. People will value you when you value time, even in business and in anything you do. So if we're able to value time, then people will value us. Value time with family, value time with God, value time, so that whatever you do will come out successful. Just like God has given us example. He set a plan and at the right time, he accomplished it. All right. And I will end by saying to us, whatsoever you do, don't waste time. Don't waste time. Even in pursuing your vision and aspirations, don't waste time. Time should not be wasted. Time should be invested. And if you invest time correctly, you will reap good results. I'll have to stop here. Till next time we see. But don't forget, invest your time wisely.
I'm more aware of your presence.
Let us experience the glory of your goodness. Let us speak of